We've all heard the phrase, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. But we all know that's a lie. And we keep repeating this phrase like it's true, like somehow if we keep believing it, we're going to stop hurting. It's going to stop hurting our feelings. And that's not how it works. It didn't work when we were children, and it doesn't work now. The weight of our words is heavy. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to A Kinder World. This is a segment that really means a lot to me because the whole point of this idea, this project, whatever this is to encourage people to be kinder, to just be gentler, more thoughtful, more courageous by being kinder. All right, let's talk about words. Let's talk about words. There is this wrong idea that words should not bother us, that words, it doesn't matter, just let it roll off your back. You know, people just say things they don't mean, but we don't acknowledge how much impact our words actually have, right? There's a scripture that says, like, out of the heart, the mouth speaks. Like, out of the mouth, the heart speaks, meaning that whatever you say is already in your heart. So, like, words are not just words, right? Words support an idea that you believe in. They support a belief. They also show when you have biases or if you feel a certain way towards certain people, disdain, disrespect. Like, we're not going to pretend that words don't hurt. And even as a kid, our parents would say that to us. And I know that they were just trying their best to be like, people are going to talk about you, but you can't allow their words to stop you. Okay, we get that, right? But there wasn't enough time to acknowledge and mourn that, what they're saying about me actually does damage. It actually hurts me. It actually adds to the chorus of voices in my head and in my soul that actually guide me and lead me to where I need to go. There are people right now who are overworking to prove something to somebody else because they say they didn't believe in them, right? We listen to music all the time that call us brokies and all this other stuff, and people try their best not to look like somebody who is, using air quotes, broke, because those people don't get love. Like, words just support ideas that already exist. And we would be lying if we say, I would guarantee that most of us will be lying if we said that we don't care about what anybody says about us. We put on very well. We pretend that nothing bothers us, but it does. Even this idea of not wanting to be bothered by words is somehow trying to protect something within us. That if I don't care about it, if I pretend, I should say, that I don't care about what people say about me, then they'll stop talking about me. Then they'll act like, they don't care. They're above it anyway. But whole time you're harboring resentment. We have all been charged, whether negatively or positively, by somebody else's words. If affirmations are powerful, if we repeat affirmations to encourage us and inspire us, what makes us think that the opposite doesn't affect us? If we have to reprogram our thinking with positive thinking or words written in a book or somebody repeating something positive, or just like, good music with a positive message. Like, if those words can transform us and encourage us to feel better about ourselves and the world around us, then obviously the negative words have negative impact on us too. If we're listening to a soundtrack of people telling us that we're not enough, we're not beautiful enough, we start to believe that. I heard somewhere, I'm pulling it out the air. I don't know the reference for it, but it makes sense for me, right? That for every negative thing that you hear, every criticism, you need at least 7 positive things, 7 affirmations to fight that one negative response. And I would wager that our negative, the words that we hear that are negative, have more weight to us because they are so devastating. They're so anti-human. The negative things that we say about people go completely against like our makeup. We are beautiful, miraculous beings. And when somebody comes against that and says something negative about our beautiful, miraculous self, there's something in us that says, my humanity is being brought into question. My beauty is being brought into question. My miraculousness is being brought into question. My divinity is being brought into question. That's devastating. We all know how deflated we feel when we bring something that we love to somebody. Hey, I made this thing. What do you think about it? Or, hey, I had this idea or this new job opportunity. And somebody talks down on it. Plant seeds of doubt in our mind, right? People's words are seeds. People's words are literally spirit. Like, there's this idea that our breath, our very breath, I'm gonna take a deep breath right now. That is me communing with spirit. That is spirit. My breath is spirit. And so if my breath is spirit, right, the great creator, if the great creator is breathing breath and life into me, what am I using that breath and that life to say? What am I planting with my words? What messages am I spreading out into the universe? What seeds am I planting in other people's hearts? I wrote this journal entry and I want to read it to you. I wrote this on October 11th because I feel a way when I talk too much. And I don't mean like, oh, you're taking up too much space, but my words, I understand, are powerful. And so when I speak too much and I feel like there are too many words out there that I can't keep track of, I get nervous because I want to make sure that the words that I do speak and say to people land correctly and that they are received well and that they do good, that they do my bidding, which my intention is always to do good when I speak words. So let me read this to you. Okay, so I say, my words are like little spirits that go out and do my bidding. When I unleash too many, I can't keep track of them. I feel exposed and vulnerable. I try to keep track of them so I know where they're going and what impact they may have. My words are little seeds being planted in the soil of the heart of others. They sprout and seed and flower and bloom in the spirit of others. This is the weight of our words. Our words pack so much weight. Our words can change the trajectory of others' lives. Those spirits haunt people for the rest of their lives. Those seeds reap a harvest and go on to create and beget other seeds. They give those same seeds to other people, creating a ripple effect of harm. The fruit of your lips bear seeds. The seeds bear fruit. Our words can become a prison for others and ourselves. And other people's words have become a prison for us too. Our breath is spirit. What are we using spirit to do? There is life in our breath. It literally gives us life. There is the power of life and death in our tongue. A deep breath is love. Connect to source before you speak. Okay, so that's something I wrote for myself. It's heavy, right? It's heavy, it's complicated, because even when I speak truth, I still don't want it to harm people. Even when I speak passionately, I want to make sure that I am not unintentionally harming people, right? And so I just want us to consider before we speak that our words can become a prison for other people, a ball and chain for other people. There are people who never went for their dreams because of what somebody said to them, because of what somebody believed. And that person just said what somebody else said to them. Our words pack weight. Our words are powerful. They can convey an idea that people follow. They can transform lives. They can set people free, but it can do the exact opposite too. A lot of the things that we're witnessing today, right? The wars, like these beliefs that people have about other people, started by words, propaganda, right? Lies being spread, tearing down other people, whole movements, whole people have been oppressed by the weight of words because those words become beliefs. Those beliefs becomes a way of life. Like our words has the power to set people free. And I want us to spend more time setting people free than harming other people. Sticks and stones may break your bones, and words may crush your soul. When I sit with that, I am responsible. I feel so responsible for my words. I feel so responsible with my breath. This breath that I'm getting, that I'm able to breathe, right? I want to make sure that every word I speak is honest, right? Is honest and sincere, but is also kind and has the impact that I intend for it to have. And I want to give us also grace because we are human. Sometimes our intentions do not match our impact, right? And we have to leave grace for that and also room to be corrected because what may sound kind to us might also be devastating to somebody else. And so when somebody brings something to us and says, hey, what you said to me kind of hurt my feelings, be open to that. This is not an indictment on you and your soul and to be like, oh, you're a bad person. But sometimes the weight be too heavy, okay? Sometimes we use the wrong word or the wrong phrasing, or we didn't say exactly what we meant. And now we have like further clarification to be able to communicate what we really meant in the time that we didn't really know what we meant. I really do wish that we were more careful with our words. Like in the age of podcasting and information and making videos and just like, there's so much noise. There's so much noise that sometimes we don't even know what's true because the noise is so distracting. There's so much noise going on, just like words being spoken that have no real meaning behind it. People are just repeating stuff they don't really believe, but they know if they say this thing, it'll get them money, right? So to say that our words mean nothing would be a lie because people are making money out of degrading and disrespecting other people, right? We know how powerful our words are. And I want us to stop repeating this phrase like it's true. Sticks and stones do break your bones, right? And words can hurt you. Words hurt. Words are heavy. Words can be harmful, but they can also be uplifting, empowering, encouraging, healing. And someone apologizing to you can change your life. Someone saying and recognizing, like saying, I see you. I celebrate you. I support you. I see what you did there. I'm cheering you on. Those words keep us going. That fuel, that spirit, the spirit from other people keep us going. Before we speak, may we taste our words. May we savor them. May we chew on them first and be like, you know what? Is this one necessary to say? Who is this going to benefit for me to say? And yes, sometimes we have to speak the truth, and the truth is hard, right? And so sometimes when we don't want to speak, we have to speak. We got to, who is it benefiting for me to be silent? I have to use this breath to speak life. And sometimes that life comes after destroying something else, using your words to tear down structures and beliefs and ideas that aren't true or beneficial to anybody who hears them or sees them or speaks them. I know my words are heavy. I know my presence is heavy. I know my soul is heavy. And so because I know these things are true, because I know they are powerful, I speak with intention. I pause before I speak. I gather myself. I sit and I say, what do I really want to communicate? What do I really want to say? Right? And I'm not saying to get caught up in your head all the time, because sometimes it could be like, well, that could be taken this way. Sometimes you got to make a mess. Sometimes it's messy to communicate, to work through communication, because we all have not been taught how to properly communicate. And some of us are learning on the fly, right? But speak with grace, speak with kindness, be open to be corrected. We're not perfect. We're all human just trying to figure this thing out. But please understand that your words are spirit. Your words are spirit breathed. And whether you speak life or death, it will be so. You can cause the death of someone's dream by speaking. You can cause people to be brought back to life by encouraging and affirming. Which will it be? You can set people free by speaking out about oppression and violence and things that are just not true and harmful, right? You are a powerful being. The whole point of this podcast, or this idea, A Kinder World, is that we are world changers. We are powerful. We can do so much with so little. You are a phenom, okay? Don't ever count yourself out. You saying hello to somebody on your morning commute. You saying, hey, I like that dress. Okay, hair. Okay, sis, right? Things like that. Like, I love going out into the world and seeing a Black woman just owning herself, right? Be like, yes, girl, yes, you wearing that dress, and seeing her face light up, right? That is the power. That is the power of our words. We can change people's day. I was out in DC and I said hello to this gentleman. And he looked at me very confused. And I was like, yeah, like, he was like, you talking to me? And I'm like, yes. And his whole face lit up. I could cry. He was so excited that somebody acknowledged his presence. Just saying a hello, acknowledging people. Using your breath, your precious spirit breathed breath to speak and say hello to somebody can change someone's day. You are powerful, honey. Don't let nobody else tell you that you're not powerful. And also, don't let nobody tell you that words don't hurt or to let it roll off your back. No, we strike down those words when they are spoken. When someone says you are dumb, no, I'm not. When someone says you can't, yes, I can. Right? Affirming, giving yourself those 7 affirmations for that one criticism. Do what you need to do, but understand that your words are heavy, they're powerful, they're beautiful, and I would love to hear you speak more life into this world, into this dark world. We need your breath. We need your words. Your words are powerful. Your words are seeds planted into the heart of other people, and they produce a crop, and people eat from that crop, and that crop is shared. There are people today who have not thought about me probably in years, whose words I still think about. They come up every once or so, right? There was a teacher that I had in college who went out of her way to make sure that I knew that she didn't like me. She didn't believe in me. She even told me straight up, you'll never be successful. And I allowed her words. Her words resonated so much that I dropped out of a program that I was in because I didn't think that I was good enough. I know the power of people's words. We all know the power of people's words. We take jobs. We date people. We wear clothes. We go certain places just because of what somebody said. There are people who are living their life right now trying to prove someone wrong because of what they said about them. Our words are powerful. And so let's make this world a kinder one by measuring the weight of our words before we speak them. If we would not say this to ourselves, why are we saying it to other people? If we would not say that to someone that we love and care about, why would we say this to other people? We can correct. We can strike down, we can pull down, but we can do that with love, with care, and thoughtfulness. I am not saying be a pushover. I am not saying don't speak up, okay? Speak up. Be honest. Use that power. Use that fire, right? That passion, that rage to correct things that are wrong, right? But in our day-to-day lives, please be thoughtful. Your words will live on longer than you. Okay? So until next episode, y'all, keep loving yourselves. Love each other, be kind to one another, and I will speak to you all on the next one, okay?